we have just had an incredible afternoon with the NFL players and more than 500 students here in Gulu who have received these T-shirts that were pre-printed prior to the Super Bowl that showed that the Steelers had won. So we passed out those shirts. We had a great time. These kids were smiling and laughing and just really appreciated the shirt. So we decided to stop by the office here in Gulu and talk to our ADP manager, Paul, about what he feels like has been the impact in the community so far because of these shirts. I mean, we just passed out 500 shirts and hats. What is your feeling as far as this? Was this something that would affect this community, or is this just something that's temporary?
Yeah, thank you. For me, I think it is really wonderful that these T-shirts have come timely, let alone the T-shirt. You are coming alone is a sign of hope to our children. You know, these are children who have been stressed for so long. We have been in a state of emergency and war all that long. Some of them have been traumatized, and they feel like, you know, most of them lost their parents, orphans to the war or the HIV and AIDS. Now, when they see friends coming from so many thousands of miles, just in the name of coming to meet them, to see them, to play with them, to talk to them, you know, it brings back that lost hope. So for me, it was not about the T-shirt, but that companionship, the love you've shown by coming to meet with these children.
And I've already had a chance to talk to many of the football players, Adrian Peterson, Tommy Harris, just to name a few of the 10 players who were out there passing out shirts. And they felt that this was a very impactful time for them to be able to participate in that process. But aside from the visit, talk about the shirts specifically. Do you feel like they will make an impact on this community long-term in any way?
It will. It will make a long-term impact. Because once I see the T-shirt, I remember the friends who have come a long way, and that brings that hope and joy. So for me, it has created a lot of impact in the lives of these vulnerable children in Paichor, Muatira sub-counties.
We've been talking about the different types of GIK or product or stuff that is distributed here in Uganda. Can you tell me, even if people had not come and delivered the shirts, would these items specifically make an impact, and would it play a role in the type of work that World Vision is trying to do long-term in building sustainable communities in this area?
Yes, it does. Over the years, World Vision, especially U.S. Support Office, has been sending down a lot of gifts in kind. Others, like we talk of bicycles, we've been having play materials, sports equipment, we've been having medical kits, and you know, other than helping or bringing hope to these people, it has also helped to meet some need that they have. Okay, so really, we really appreciate it so much, because we have a way of doing things. We do advocacy, we have emergency relief, then we do development work, and then the gifts in kind also go a long way into supporting some other aspects that World Vision Uganda may not be able to do. So all appreciate it, really grateful.
After we leave here, we want to know, are more T-shirts like we passed out today perhaps helpful in this community, and if so, why?
Yeah, it's helpful. It's helping them as part of the clothing needs. That's great. But the most important thing now, the symbol, like I told you, it's really very key. So we'll still call upon you and our friends, if there are other GIKs, if they can bring them over, because these are children who are vulnerable. Most of them are coming from very poor families, and when they get some of these things, it helps a lot. You know, the average parent here earns really less than $1 a day. Okay, some of these children cannot even come to school. They can't go to the churches just because they are barely naked. Okay, so when we have some of these other GIKs, you know, it brings joy to them, it brings hope to them, and also encourages the love among them. And it goes also a long way into building that working relationship with the World Vision's local office in this other area. Okay, so I feel it is quite great, an opportunity, and we pray God continues blessing you and bless our friends who have brought for us these GIKs, and really bless them more and more and more. You know, when you bless someone, you are blessed abundantly.
Well, that was very well said. And on that note, we are going to end our vlog series out here in Uganda. We hope you learned a little bit more about the process of how World Vision is not just bringing shirts over to this community, but they are part of a process of trying to help these communities become sustainable and eventually reach the point where World Vision really doesn't need to be here. We continue to urge you to learn more about what we do as an organization. Go back and watch many of these vlogs that we've been posting and learn about the process. And of course, the way to do that is worldvision.org.